Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to 2025. So, you may have noticed I'm taking quite a break from YouTube as I was spending lots of time with family. We were having holidays and stuff, so we ended up getting quite on the busy side of things. So now that I have off my little break, I thought I'd come back and talk about some of our reflections of 2024, some highs that we really appreciated, plans for 2025, including a couple new things, some promises, and at the very end, a new announcement that is coming down the line very, very, very quickly, actually. So, if you just want to see that, I'll leave a time where you can go to go see that announcement. If you're not curious for anything else, that is perfectly fine. But welcome to 2025, everyone. So to start out with, we're going to do a quick reflection on 2024. 2024 ended up being one of those years that I started out very slowly with YouTube. At one point, I was almost a month and a half to 2 months behind on videos, and in this realm of vlogging for theme parks, in the Central Florida area, you really can't be behind on videos. And so that was something I kind of needed to work on, and I got much better near the end of the year. Now, as you saw, we did end up going to Disneyland again this year, and it was so glad to be back, even though we ended up going during the rainiest time you could ever imagine. Still had a lot of fun, was really glad to get back to Disneyland. It was a great time. Had lots of fun adventures this year, lots of pin trading adventures, including going to the pin trading event, which was my first time going. Kayla and her friends, their second time going. So that was a lot of fun for us as well. And I'm really glad you guys got to come along. I met some new people there, met some fellow content creators and everything else, and just had a blast pin trading. And then as we ended up at the year, I was on pace to hit about 1,800 subscribers on the channel. Well, as you saw, we ended up going on the Disney Treasure, and you guys got to come with me every day of that trip. And not only did we get to go on that trip, but so many of you joined the channel and joined the adventures that we do come to enjoy here on the channel. So for everyone who subscribed in the last couple months, thank you guys so much. For those who have been subscribed for a long time, thank you, because this fall was one of the biggest growths of the channel has ever seen, and I cannot stop and thank you. We not only got way past 2,000 subscribers, but we were sitting at a little over 2,300 subscribers. And one of my big goals is hopefully maybe by the end of this year we're close to between 5,000 to 10,000 subscribers, but that's going to take some effort on my part. And so that is something I want to focus on for next year. It's one of my big goals for 2025. Here's some kind of plans. We don't have a lot of plans for 2025. 2025 is going to be kind of one of those weird years where lots going to be happening, but not a lot in the realm of what we're going to be doing. So this year, I'm going to get back into my construction update videos. With so much happening around all of the theme parks and with Epic Universe right around the corner, I really want to get back into construction update videos. I enjoyed going to the parks, visiting them, checking all the things out, seeing what's going on, especially over at the Magic Kingdom with the Big Thunder refurbishment. I want to check that out. Hopefully at some point we'll get to see maybe the end of Tom Sawyer Island and the riverboat, so we'll get to check all that out. And so that's kind of my plans so far. Also, with this being 2025, this is a huge year for pin trading, as Disney Pin Trading celebrates 25 years of pin trading with brand new merch, with new bags, with new pins, new mystery pins, all of the fun stuff. We are going to be checking all of that out. And so that is going to be something we're really excited about. I know that's one of my big things that people love to come and check out the channel for is our pin trading videos. And I really want to get back into doing some of those again, because it seemed like you guys really enjoyed going around the park, checking out the boards. But with that being said, I also really want to get into tips and tricks on pin trading, including how to get into pin trading. So I'm really hoping to get that video started at some point. So for those of you who've never been into pin trading or have always wanted to get into pin trading, or it seems overwhelming for when you see people like me and my wife, me and Kayla, where we have 8 boards full of pins, it can be kind of daunting. But I want to make a tips and tricks for the first time Disney pin traders. Give you some tips on how to pin trade, what to pin trade, how do you start pin trading, and all that stuff. So that's something I'm really looking forward to making. The plan for the year really is I really want to get down and start making some really new style of content for you guys. I don't want to spoil one of them. One of them I've actually already started working on since last year, and I really want to put that out, and I want to give you guys something completely interesting and see if it works out for you guys. And so that's something I really want to do. I want to give like all my effort into doing other things outside of vlogging, because I've noticed that when I vlog, sometimes I get into the same thing. We do the same stuff. So I want to find different outlets of ways to experience and showcase the theme parks for you guys. So that's something I want to do down the road. Now, this year is a big year for the theme park industry. I say we don't have a lot of plans, but the theme park industry as a whole has big things coming this year. As you know, Universal Orlando is going to be debuting Epic Universe, the brand new theme park with 5 brand new immersive lands, including How to Train Your Dragon and Super Nintendo Land, will be opening this year in May for Universal. Now, as of right now, we do not have tickets for really anything right now. We didn't want to go on opening day. Nothing against opening day, but I just don't want to deal with the crowds. Now, what I am kind of banking on is that there are going to be annual pass holder previews, even though we will not have annual passes to Epic. Universal has made it seem like there will be pass holder previews for those of us who are annual pass holders. And so we're kind of hoping that goes along with that, plus maybe some other previews as well. So we have that to look forward to. And then, as we all know, we'll be going into Halloween season. And once again, Halloween Horror Nights will be right around the corner. And I'm really hoping to get into the Universal Media Group. Not saying I'll get into media previews right away, but I really like to be invited, maybe get to see some of the stuff beforehand so we get to check some of that stuff out. So it'd be really cool to be a part of that and all that stuff. So that's kind of what we've kind of got going for the theme parks. Like I said, we don't have any plans, no plans right now to head back to the West Coast and to Disneyland right now. However, though, it looks like that we will be planning probably for a good trip in 2026. So keep that in mind. And as you all know, as one of our favorite things to do is to go on cruising. We are hoping to potentially go on a cruise in February. Right now it looks like we will be going on a cruise at the second week of February on the Disney Dream out of Fort Lauderdale. So we'll get to experience going out of Fort Lauderdale, and it's going to be a Marvel Day at Sea. This is going to be the itinerary I least like the most out of all the ones we've done. This is going to be heading back to Cozumel, Castaway Cay, and then back to Fort Lauderdale. So multiple days at sea. Not the biggest fan of this itinerary, but I really can't pass up on the deal that is this cruise. So we're really excited to maybe get back on that. Nope, it's still waiting on a couple things. I know it's only a month out, but we're hoping maybe to get that booked very shortly. And so with that being kind of our plans for 2025, I want to make some quick promises for 2025. As you know, I made the comment about how I really do get behind quite quickly on uploading, on getting videos out to you guys, just being on top of things. I make my promise, and I make 2 promises this year. This first promise is I want to be better at uploading, which in turn means if I go and vlog, I do not want to sit on the video for more than a couple of days, especially with Festival of the Arts debuting literally this Friday at Epcot. I do not want to sit on that video for too long, because it is the best festival at Epcot and at Walt Disney World. And so I want to check all that out, and I want to get it to you guys as quickly as possible. So that's my big promise, is that my uploading will get better for vlogs. Like I said, I will have construction videos, which will be kind of a little bit later. Any Epic Universe update videos will be a little bit later as well. And anything I make outside of that, some like more of the, as I call it, more creative videos I'm going to be working on. Those will I work on. But anything that's vlog related, we will be going to doing that. So that's my one promise. My second promise, I want to be better about posting on other social medias. I do know that I am great about posting here. And I'm good about posting a couple times every once in a while on Instagram. And I usually post when I have a new video. But I don't post when we're in the park. And so for some people, they don't like long form, or they like Instagram to see what we are doing, because I may post stuff to Instagram before our video comes out, so you guys get an inside clip of what we will be doing. And so that is my second promise, is to get better at just in general posting to social media as well. I want to start using the community tab more frequently on YouTube. I want to upload to Instagram a little bit more, have stories, and then I want to build videos around you guys choosing our adventures for the day. So that's something I do want to get down the line, but I'm going to wait till we get to 500 followers on Instagram before I do that video. So that'll be our 500 follower celebration on Instagram. So, with my 2 promises, I do also really want to try to get back into Tuesday theme park talks. Now, for those of you who've been with the channel for a while, knew that I ended up doing these videos every week. I filmed the video on Tuesday and I uploaded it Wednesday. And all it was pretty much talking about news. I want to keep the idea of Tuesday Theme Park Talks talking about news, but I want to essentially turn it into a podcast. Now, I will upload the footage here of doing theme park talks, but I want to start making it into podcasts where other of my friends or other fellow content creators could start doing this with me, and we'll just digress from theme parks to personal experiences to highs and lows of the week kind of thing, and kind of digress what that would look like. And I really want to get into that. Now, that I will not be starting until probably closer to March, so I give myself about a month and a half to figure out if that's something I do want to do some test pilots and everything else. But thinking of test pilots, one of the things I do want to get into as I want to start making a little, and I know everyone says this, and I don't want to be the one who says this, but I want to start doing Patreon, and I really want to get the YouTube membership started. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be saying like, oh, he's asking for money. Yes, I want this to be something I love to do, but I also would like, I would like to do this as a chance to help do more adventures for the channel. As a small creator, I really heavily rely on my full-time job to take care of everything. And so anything I make off of YouTube, anything else I make in general, goes straight back to the channel. It goes right back into content creation. And so for us, that is a big thing I would like to try to continue. I would like to put more out. Now, my hope is that with Patreon and with YouTube, the YouTube membership, these will give you a chance, you guys, to watch the videos without any ads. Now, I'm going to start these both at a very low cost, like the lowest it can let me start you at, to start with, just so you guys can see it and just so you guys can enjoy it. Now, as I am testing out the potential podcasts and everything else, these are where they will end up going, to Patreon and to YouTube members only, so you guys can check it out and tell me some things you want to work on before I debut it as a normal podcast that goes to where every podcast goes. So that is something I am looking forward to trying, and I know it seems like, oh, you're asking for money. I just would like to use it as a way to connect more with people in the community and be able to get more ideas of what are some things you guys want to see from me as a creator here in Central Florida, from not just the theme parks, but other things as well. And so these would help me out greatly because I can connect a little bit better with a lot of you guys as a whole. So with all that being said, we are getting to the end of the video, and you guys may be wondering, what is the new announcement that you hyped up at the very beginning, and what is happening? Is something changing? Is something going on? Well, yes, there is something changing. So in 2020, I made a change to the channel and renamed it. So I originally started out this channel as The Disney Mitch. I quickly realized I didn't want to have that. As someone who didn't want to have any issues with marketing, I know a lot of people keep their names that have something Disney related in it or Universal related. I didn't want that. I wanted to stand out on my own accord. So I changed the name to The Walker in Orlando. And that happened in 2020. Well, it's 2025. It's been 5 years. And I'm hoping this is the last time I make the change to the channel name. But as of this year, and as now as you guys will notice, especially when this video goes live, officially the YouTube channel will be transitioning from The Walker in Orlando, because this does take more than just me, and this does apply as me. I want this channel to be a creation of what me and Kayla have done over the last couple of years. A lot of times when we do things, Kayla lets me film things. She talks me into doing stuff. She will talk on the film. You may never see her on camera because she's very camera shy, and she doesn't want to be seen by the camera, but she will be talking a lot more. So with that being said, it takes a lot of work to have her help me in running the channel. So with that being said, we are going to be transitioning from The Walker in Orlando, as I had right here the entire time before I went on my little tangent. Apologize for that because I'm really excited for this. But officially moving forward, the channel will be called The Walker's Adventure. This will able to entail more of not just what we do in Orlando, theme parks, cruises, and everything else, even though that will be the main priority. We also want to show you other adventures that we go on, from going around Central Florida to traveling, flying back to Texas, going anywhere else we may go. If we decide we want to make trips like maybe Missouri to Silver Dollar City, those would entails more of an adventure that we like. We love going on adventures. That's one of our big things that we created our relationship on. And so we ultimately want to make the channel about going on our adventures. So henceforth, moving forward, The Walker's Adventures. And if you do end up going to our YouTube membership, you do join that, or a Patreon, we will be working on trying to send out you guys some stickers with the new channel name and just a little simple thank you from myself for joining the group. So 2025 is set to be a very fun, very relaxed year in our books. And so that is something I am very excited for. I'm really excited to see all the things we get into, all the adventures. And I will tell you, if I decide to, if I keep my promises on everything else, we may do a reaction video at the end of the year, probably like the last couple weeks of December, and talk about all of the things. Did I keep my promises? What adventures did we end up going on that we weren't planned in the first place? What other things are we excited to be a part of? So we'll do that at the end of the year, as long as I keep all my promises to you guys. And so, but I am very excited for 2025. I'm excited to see what it is, and if you guys haven't done so, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, because many things are coming down the line. I am hoping to have those Patreon and YouTube memberships going very shortly, hopefully within the next week, so you guys can be a part of those things and help us with growing the channel. With all that being said, though, as I do head on off to start working on this video, YouTube, Patreon, and those other 2 videos I still need to work on, I cannot wait to see what 2025 entails for all of us, and I hope you guys enjoyed the adventures, and welcome to the Walker's Adventures, and welcome to 2025. So with all that being said, as I do head on out, I will see y'all throughout the year.